F1's 59th season, the 2008 fixture, remains one of the most memorable in the sport's history. With Michael Schumacher retiring in 2006, Formula One saw new faces at the top, Fernando Alonso and Kimi Raikkonen each clinching titles. Enter Lewis Hamilton, the rookie sensation of 2007, who, along with Felipe Massa, formed the heart of a fierce championship battle. Massa, on the brink of his first title, went toe-to-toe with Hamilton through a series full of twists and turns. As the final lap of the final race approached, a dramatic turn of events unfolded, handing over the win to Lewis by just 1 point over Massa. Lewis Hamilton's rookie win was celebrated, but the circumstances surrounding Felipe Massa's near miss fueled the debate. And now, after 16 years later, this question continues to echo. Was Felipe Massa robbed of his rightful championship? Well, why do I or many other F1 fans question that Felipe Massa was robbed of the 2008 championship? To understand that, we must first rewind to the start of the season. The 2008 Formula One World Championship was poised to be a turning point in the sport, as the retirement of Michael Schumacher in 2006 heralded a new era. For the first time in years, the championship was wide open, with new contenders like Lewis Hamilton and established stars like Felipe Massa emerging as key players. Hamilton, a rookie with an impressive debut in 2007, was already on the verge of being that year's champion, but lost it to Kimi by just a single point. Massa, driving for Ferrari, was more determined than ever to secure his first championship. As the season unfolded, the pressure of expectations mounted, and every race became a crucial part of the championship puzzle. But as the final race approached, few could have predicted the dramatic twists that would leave fans questioning the fairness of the outcome. The season opener Australia saw Hamilton make an electrifying statement. In a gripping race filled with twists and turns, Hamilton emerged victorious, setting the tone for what would become a season of fierce competition. His win was more than just a race, it was a declaration of intent. The Malaysian Grand Prix saw Kimi Raikkonen reclaiming the top spot. On the other hand, Felipe Massa started on a sour note with retirements in the Australian and Malaysian Grand Prix, first due to a suspension failure in Melbourne and then a fuel system issue in Kuala Lumpur, setting back his championship campaign from the outset, but showed what he is capable of in the Bahrain GP, where he finished first. As the season progressed, Kimi saw a win in Spain. Massa won yet again in Turkey, but the Monaco Grand Prix shifted the spotlight to Lewis Hamilton, who claimed victory. The Canadian Grand Prix introduced Robert Kubica as a formidable force, while Felipe Massa was back at domination, winning the French Grand Prix. But domination took on a new meaning at the 2008 British Grand Prix, as Lewis Hamilton showcased why he was the best in business. Amidst torrential rain and challenging conditions, Hamilton delivered a breathtaking performance, winning by a staggering 68 seconds on home soil. A win only the odds of a Schumacher would pull off. Massa finished 13th there due to loss of time in his pits. Hamilton topped again at Germany, and his teammate Heikki Kovalainen won the race at Hungary, while Massa spun out. But the next two races were his, finishing first in Valencia and Belgium. Monza saw Vettel take the highest spot on the podium. 14 races were over, and Lewis Hamilton, with 4 race wins, was leading Felipe Massa by a single point. Although Massa had 5 race wins, his inconsistent stats were dragging him down, and he had to make it right before it got any worse. That's when the next fixture of the race was held at Singapore. It was the first Formula One battle to be held at night. Champion favourites like Alonso and Kimi seemed to shift out of the limelight. Fans saw that either Hamilton or Massa were going to win. That's when the two-time champion Fernando Alonso entered the race. At lap 15, hard tyres of Alonso's teammate Nelson Piquet Jr. caused his vehicle to become highly unstable and slammed on the barriers. Massa, who was in a comfortable lead at that time, had to slow down due to the safety car coming into play. With the pit stop blunder from his team and Alonso's prowess, Massa ended up 13th, whereas Alonso secured his first win of the season. A real comeback no one expected. And it didn't stop there for Alonso. He went on to win the next fixture at Japan. Hamilton and Massa performed poorly, keeping the battle for the championship alive. Hamilton aced the next race at China, and Massa came in second, which is good enough for an endgame. All came down to the last fixture of the 2008 season. Lewis Hamilton was still the leader with 94 points, and Massa followed him with 89 points. Lewis had a 5-point lead over Massa, but in the sport of Formula 1, anything could happen. So there was more than plenty of hope for Massa. The track was ready for the last race of the 2008 season. Brazil, Massa's homeland, was the final battle for the championship.
The 2008 Formula 1 World Championship will be decided here, right now. Massa on the left.
The race began and Hamilton quickly found himself left in the dust, struggling to keep pace. Massa had to put up a good show for the championship, and so did he. He was leading up front. But for him to grasp the title, he needs Hamilton to fall back beyond P7, and so did it happen. Around lap 44, Hamilton pitted for slick tires and fell back in possession. As it was, Massa would win the title in his homeland, something that would happen once in a lifetime. It was lap 69. Timo Glock seemed to strongly hold back Hamilton. Massa's parents were watching from the pits. They knew Massa's win in his homeland was inevitable. The smile on their faces, they started to celebrate. As Felipe Massa crossed the finish line, the cheers from his home crowd echoed through the rain-soaked stands. The Brazilian hero had fought valiantly, overcoming the chaos and challenges of a race that seemed destined to crown him champion. His dream was not a dream anymore. He celebrated in the rain, unaware of the final twist of fate. Massa's parents were confused to see Hamilton's pit crew celebrating simultaneously. Stopping to look around for a moment, they find out something. While Massa savored what he believed to be his moment of glory, the heart-wrenching realization was just around the corner. His dream championship, so close that he could almost touch it, had slipped away in the final moments of the race. Hamilton had managed to overtake Timo Glock and Nick Heidfeld in the dying laps, securing enough possession to clinch his maiden championship. Knowing that despite his impeccable performance and heroic efforts in front of his home crowd, the championship was snatched away from him in the final moments. This would become the closest Massa ever came to a title, and Hamilton would go on to become one of the best drivers the sport has seen. Then why this question? You might think Hamilton's victory was a simple case of one driver outshining another on the track, and that Massa's loss was merely a result of racing's inherent unpredictability. After all, Hamilton's performance throughout the season seemed to justify his championship win. Well, that's what everyone believed for almost a year, until this made headlines and Massa initiated legal cases.